Tyler literally texts me. He goes, wait till you hear this. God is hilarious.
Man.
So I just want you to tell me what that means.
And the woman walks in and God is like, look. And I look, I'm like, oh. She walks over to me, puts a hand on my chest, was like, oh, this is my boyfriend. Out loud. People on set like, that girl really likes you. I'm like, I like her too. You know what I'm saying?
Right, she kind of cute.
It's becoming more mutual.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We're talking, like I say, every day. She's helping me open up, helping me talk about different things that I haven't talked about with anyone.
Wow.
And I started looking at the stories, and I'm like, oh, she's with a dude. And the final straw, she's in the car, and they got the stars on the ceiling.
Oh,
I'm like,
God.
okay. I hear the dude, he said something that if you're a fan of basketball like I am, you knew exactly who he was as soon as he said it. I was like, oh, dang.
I'm so nosy. I'm like, who is he? I'm on the edge of my seat.
His name is...
No. Oh, my God.
Let's try this again.
All right, you guys, welcome back to another episode of Let's Try This Again. I am your host, b.simone. Y'all, if you are new here, thank you so much for tuning in. Oh my gosh, you're going to love it here. You're going to be an LTTA-er. I've never said that in my life, and I probably won't ever say it again, but you're an LTTA-er now. LTTA-er. Oh, that's kind of...
I ain't mad at it. It's like LTTA-er. Yeah, that's what it gave me. That's the vibe. It's giving.
Like you just don't care.
If you an LTTA-er, wave your hand like it is okay. All right. And scene.
That's our guest. Hello. Y'all say hi to my guy, Tyler Chronicles. If you are new here, this is not a solo episode. He is our guest today, my brother, a stand-up comedian, an amazing legend in the game. I'm claiming it right now. He's just so phenomenal. We're going to get into that. But if you are an OG, before we get into that, thank you for coming back. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting. We are almost a year into podcasting. I cannot believe this podcast is almost a year old. This is my baby. Y'all know I ain't got no man, which means I ain't got no husband, which means I ain't got no kids, which means my business is my baby. So my baby is about to be a year old. Oh, LTTA. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna celebrate that soon. But y'all, this episode is gonna be so good. We're gonna dive deep because my brother he's a comic, he's a writer, he does film, he does TV, and he done been through some deep stuff with his family, with his personal life. We're gonna get into relationships because y'all know he handsome. Look at that outfit. I really like your outfit. Your outfit is lit today.
You know what? It makes me feel crazy because you've never mentioned my outfits before, so I'm wondering if my other outfits were just super trash. And
I guess they was mid.
A mid fit? No, Jesus.
I really like your outfit.
But you know
today.
what? That's why I even text you like, how are you gonna be dressing? Because I know sometimes you be in here like with
hoodie
your blanket on.
Yeah.
So I was like, if it's gonna be that vibe, I got the perfect pajamas. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to know. Then I would think I might wear a suit because sometimes I see suited and booted. So.
No. I'm glad you didn't wear the 3-piece tux.
Hey, man, I was just feeling myself. I had bought a nice little red jacket. You know how
Did you?
You know what? I feel like women only really care about how men dress when they're dressed up. You know, nice outfits are cool, but like dressing fly every day, that's cool to women. But I think women really pay attention and are attracted when a man has like on a suit and a tie.
Really?
Yeah. Women treat you differently. If they've seen you in like sweats and stuff or jeans all the time, they see you in a suit, it's like, boom.
Okay, what's the truth for men? Like, how do men feel from a man's perspective? How do you treat women differently when they're dressed?
Let's see. I want to say...
Because let me just say, while you're thinking about that, I feel like I mentioned this in a previous episode. I'm like, men don't talk to me in public, and it's probably because, I don't know why, honestly, but I'm always dressed down. I'm in a hoodie, I'm in sweats, my hair's never done, it's probably slicked back, and I just look like I'm taken. Y'all, really quickly before we go on, I gotta share good news with you guys. Y'all, you should love your hair, but that can be hard to do if you're dealing with shedding or thinning. Luckily, Nutrafol can help, and it's time to start loving your hair again, baby. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand, trusted by over 1.5 million people, and I swear to God, I'm literally one of those people. This clinically tested formula works. Y'all know I talk about my tension alopecia all the time. Due to the tugging from braids and quick weaves, my edges have thinned out drastically over time, but these supplements have made me see a major difference. So much progress. It's thicker and stronger and faster growing hair, no shedding, and you will literally see results in less than 3 to 6 months. Everyone's root cause of hair is different, you guys, so there's not a one-size-fits-all approach to hair growth, okay? Nutrafol has multiple formulas that are tailored to give your hair what it needs to grow throughout different stages, such as postpartum and menopause. Building a hair growth routine is simple. Purchase online, no prescription required, and you only have to take 4 pills a day with the meal. Start your hair growth journey with Nutrafol for a limited time. Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter the promo code b.simone. Find out why over 4,500 healthcare professionals and stylists recommend Nutrafol for healthier hair. Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code b.simone. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code b.simone. All right, y'all, back to the show. I look like I'm going. I look like I'm running errands for my nigga. I look like I'm going to pick up dinner. I don't ever look like come talk to me. Is that true?
But do you feel like come talk to me? Because men can feel that more than we can see it. You understand? Because a man will talk to a woman with a mattress over her back. Like, we don't care about your clothes. That's what I was going to say before you got into it.
Really?
But, like, if a man cares about your clothes and, like, what you're wearing and, like, he's like, oh, man, I can't talk to her because she had on a hoodie, then he probably likes men.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? What I'm
so
saying?
much
like,
for that warning.
Yeah. Like, yeah, a man that's into a woman's clothes is probably for another reason. So
okay.
I think it's more like a man can't want to approach you on how you're looking.
Okay.
Like I was approaching this woman at the gym one time, and then she just, I don't even know if it was her face or a face she made. And
I thought she winked.
No. No, the face wasn't a wink. It was like a ugh.
Oh.
When I walked, I was like, oh, shoot.
You kept walking.
Yeah. I busted the left, so I hit the blinker on. Tick, took, tick, took. Oh, I'm so sorry. I ain't even supposed to be right here. This is not even my gym.
This is not my land.
Yeah, I'm not even a member here. I don't even know why I'm in this gym. I ain't never went back since.
I came to fill out an application.
Oh, that was so embarrassing. But I came to fill out an application. I was trying to work here, ma'am. I was going to ask you if you knew who was
That is wild. But you said, do I look like come talk to me? I probably don't look like come talk to me because I know in my mind, this is my perception. I probably feel bummy and I feel like I don't look my best. So I probably am exuding don't talk to me because I'm not confident. So I need to start dressing up. Not even dressing up, but just look presentable. Like you could throw on some leggings and a nice top and you can do your hair, Braylon.
Yes, but if that makes you feel better.
It does. When you look better, you feel better, period.
Shout out to Coach Prime. Yes, indeed.
Period.
Like, look good, play good.
I'm taking
play
my shoes
good,
off. I try to be professional. But I'm not.
Oh, you ain't had no socks on? You was raw dogging them shoes? You are crazy. You are insane, B. Why did you do that?
Because I'm at home.
Oh, my goodness.
It was just for the aesthetic.
Oh, man. Listen, speaking of at home, my man's hairline downstairs is crazy.
He left it at home. We're not going to get through this episode. Y'all, he is a stand-up comic, and he's one of the funniest people I've ever met in my life. As you can see, the first 5 minutes have been hilarious.
And you know what? I want to say thank you to you.
Don't. Okay. Am I going to cry?
That's your prerogative. I have no idea what
the way you did that, though, I was like, ooh.
Because you mentioned stand-up, and I want to say thank you for a couple of things.
Okay.
And thank God, because he allowed me to be around when you first started.
Oh, my
stand-up.
God. You were at my first show.
At your first show. I was there when you first started talking about it.
He helped me write. We were writing in my apartment, writing jokes. You were helping me, like, I had never been on stage before.
But you had that personality, and that's what I'd had to let you know. Like, stage presence over everything. Yeah. You know what I mean? You could write whatever. Like I always say with Mike Epps, one of my favorite comedians, right?
Amazing.
If you were to read what he said, like if you saw his set list and was to read the jokes out, you probably giggle a little bit, maybe laugh. But when you hear him say it with that stage presence,
it's the delivery.
You're gone. That's what I knew you had.
Thank you.
Second off,
you guys, you know that feeling when you've been traveling for hours, running on airport snacks and airport sleep, and you finally get to your hotel only to find out your room isn't ready, or worse, they lost your reservation. Y'all, I've been there, but no worries. Let's just try again, but this time with Ford Travel Advisor. together. Because when you travel with Fora, those kinds of fails just don't happen. Y'all, travel agents are back in a big way, and Fora is the modern travel agency redefining what it means to be and book with a travel agent. Fora advisors have access to the best partners, best perks, best training, and community support, and best techs in the business, all so that you have the best experience on your trip. When you book with a Fora advisor, you get the best version of your trip. I'm talking insider access, VIP treatment, resort credits, room upgrades, plus more. Beyond that, Fora advisors are a part of something bigger. They are a part of a global community of travel experts who share knowledge and swap recommendations, and they help each other. No matter the vibe of your getaway, your Fora advisor cuts through the noise and delivers a trip that's seamless, effortless, and completely upgraded. All you have to do is remember to pack your passport. And if you're that person who loves planning the trip, it sounds like you might be a Fora advisor in the making. Join Fora to get the training, tech, and support that helps you turn your travel passion into a travel business. Y'all, that is so cool. So whether you're looking to plan your next trip or start booking for others, Fora makes it easy. Visit foratravel.com/b.simone and let them know you came from b.simone to get started and see what you've been missing. That's foratravel.com/b.simone and let them know you came from b.simone. Because great travel doesn't just happen, it's planned. Visit foratravel.com/b.simone and let us know you came from b.simone.
So you said 22 months sober?
Yes.
I feel like I was there either day 1 through 5.
For sure.
I think I was there around that time.
Because we were on the road, I think.
We was on the road, Hartford, Connecticut, I feel like. And I was around for that. And to actually see someone be reborn, right?
Yep.
Yes. To see that and witness it. And then and then also knowing like the things that come at you while you're
on
trying to
daily.
get that on the daily.
In
like it seems like it's more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just to see that it silently at the moment helped me. You know what I mean? For sure. That's why I wanted to thank you. Yeah. Just to see somebody go through it. Because, you know, a preacher could preach. You could see something on Instagram or that's inspirational or whatever. But to like be there from damn near like ground zero of somebody doing something and then to be like all the way up to today and even telling me how you wanted to start this podcast and what you was thinking about and just like the beginning.
I went over the name with you. Do you remember that?
Yes,
I was like, what do you think about? You were like, that's fire. I was like, I need more options, Tyler. I was like, give me more names. He was like, that's fire. I remember telling you the name.
And I told you to look good on a chain. Now look.
No, yeah, I don't think you ever said that.
I did not. But you do got the Nino Brown chain with the turtleneck though.
Yeah.
Cash Money Brothers, C&B. We all we got. Yeah, Nino. But nah, thank you for real. I don't even know if I got to just tell you that in person, but I would definitely want to tell you in front of your followers and supporters.
That
man.
means so much.
Yeah, nah, for real. It meant a lot for me to see it. You know what I mean? Because like, and even you being like, yeah, I'm not drinking no more. Like from that day, not smoking. Because let me tell you something. Do they know how funny you are when you high?
I used to be high and
Man,
funny.
listen, B.
He would be like, you have to smoke and just do stand up one time. I'm like, Tyler, I can't. I would have so much anxiety.
Oh my God.
It's
You're still, to this day, I've been around everyone. I've smoked with everyone. And you are still the funniest person I've ever been around high.
No way.
I swear to God. Did you ever
Don't
tell them
make
what
me smoke again.
Huh? No.
Okay,
You on your
I'm
journey.
just
You on your journey. You on your journey. Please don't do that. But that shit is so funny. Do you ever tell them what you said about Conceited? You ever tell your people?
Tell them.
Oh my God. So we are in New York. Where was we at? We
were at a hotel in Brooklyn.
Boom. We was in Brooklyn, New York, doing something for a while now, man. Everybody's there. And y'all know Conceited, the battle rapper. You know what I mean? He's tall as these chairs. Real good guy, though. You know what I'm saying? Me and B had be partaking. We finished working, so we smoking a little bit. And then I walk away for a little bit. I come back, man. B is in full out giggle, high laughing mode, just like this on the couch, laid out in the lobby of a hotel like it's her house, right? Yeah. Laid out. It's you and who was it? Justina?
I don't remember.
I can't remember.
I remember I was on the floor though.
Man,
I did not care. There were white people looking. I was like, this is funny.
Man, Conceited was standing right here, still eye level. And she looked at him, and I don't want to say what she really said. I'm gonna say what
did I say?
I'm gonna paraphrase. You looked at him and was like, women be having sex with you? And she didn't say women. And she didn't say sex. So I'm gonna let you fill in what the words was. And
I said itches be effing you.
Yes. And you looked at him like, really be effing you? When I tell you I hit the floor, I dove on the floor.
I was appalled.
Yes, you
I
were.
was like, because he really always has a baddie with him. And I'm like, goodness, they don't like you. They like you.
Shout out Conceited, baby. Yes, you are like
Conceited, they like your chains.
Hey, but yes, that was there. That's just one of the stories I remember from us partaking. Do you know that at one point when you Google Tyler Chronicles' wife, our picture showed up?
No.
I don't know if it's still on.
Do
there.
it
Y'all
right
can find
now.
it in post. I don't know.
Can
Try
we
it.
really?
Yeah,
Oh.
it used to come up. Our picture.
Is that a thing? No, that's not a thing.
What?
Like, what are you thinking?
Hey, listen.
Tyler, if I'm not married by 45, I'm calling you.
Oh, shoot. Okay, I'm gonna be about 65. I'll be ready. You know, it take us a little minute to settle down. Everything on our body got to settle before we settle. Our spirit settles last. After,
For sure.
After our main organ. Once he settled, be like, all right, baby, come on. I'll kiss you in the mouth. Come on, yeah, in front of everybody. All right, dang.
We've been together 30 years.
Get the pastor, man.
I cannot do this. Google. Wait, let me Google. Does it still? Is that real?
It was years ago, and I looked, and I just thought of it.
Tyler Chronicles' wife.
Put it in there. See what
Tyler Chronicles' wife. Let's see if it comes up on Google.
I hope it's still up there. Because I
No,
want to say somebody screen
it's
me a
Nene
screenshot.
Leaks in you now.
Nene Leaks? Mm-hmm. I'm rich. I'm rich. Hold on, you might be on page 2. They might have moved you.
No, you got a picture with Chloe Bailey. You got a picture with. Oh, that's a nice picture of you.
Oh my God.
You are hilarious. Oh my God.
My phone don't work in here because I talked about a dude at the front there.
Right. He turned off the Wi-Fi. Yeah, it's Nene Leaks.
Hit me with the paradise button.
Tyler.
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all, that was one hell of an intro. This is Tyler Chronicles, one of the funniest people I've ever met in my life. And my brother, literally, like,
yes.
You helped me so much in stand-up. Y'all, he was at my first show when I got off. He helped me prepare my first show, by the way, which was in Atlanta was it at the Buckhead Theater with Desi? No, not the Buckhead Theater. I'm sorry.
Theater.
Atlanta Comedy Theater, yes. I ran off stage and ran into his arms crying.
Yes, she did. Yes.
He was like, you did it. It's okay. You're good.
Yeah.
I was like,
Because man, what was that feeling though? Like now that you've been doing it for a while, what can you describe what the feeling was that made you do that? Because you've done that a few times after the show, actually.
A lot of times.
Yeah.
And I still feel like that. The feeling is for me in stand up, it never goes away. I'm overcoming fear every time I do stand up. It's the most courageous form of art, like entertainment, I believe. Like not rapper, not a singer, y'all got fog and glitter and background dancers.
We're at the top of the fear list.
We're at the top.
So people
of
have
the
a
fear list.
bigger fear of speaking in front of crowds than they do snakes and heights.
What? And we're overcoming that every time.
We're at the top of the list.
We are lit.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, like we
Anyone
are.
that speaks in public, you're at the top of the list. So always remember that. You're like 0.00018% of people in the whole world that
Wow.
actually
I
talks for a
feel
living.
like that when I come off stage. I feel accomplished. I feel courageous. I feel brave. I feel purposeful. I feel even on the bad shows. Like I've never technically bombed, like
Correct,
had a
right.
boo or God forbid, please don't let
But
that
just
start
a
out.
show where you feel like, dang, I didn't do like how I normally
Yeah,
do.
or the crowd was a little off or the energy wasn't great. You know, we have those shows. Even when I get through that, I feel like I'm that girl. Like I do stand-up comedy. Like is one of the most difficult forms of art and performing
Yes.
I've ever done.
Yes.
So yeah, I think that's the feeling. And like I said, I ran into his arms, y'all, crying. And that was the first time I did stand up. And then we end up touring together. Like I got to bring him on my tour and he hosted. He did y'all, so ghetto. I'm like, can you host? He's like, yeah. I'm like, can you do 30 minutes? He's like, yeah, I got you, whatever. But damn, get this together. He never gave up on me.
No.
He showed up. The flights, I'd be like, Tyler, are you available tomorrow for a show? He's like, yes, B, I'll be there. But just supporting me through that journey. Tell me a little bit. Well, for the people, I know a little bit, but actually I really don't. How you started in stand-up.
Wow, okay.
From where you are to where you're at now. I just saw a show with Tyler, you guys. You just performed with T.I. and Erica Duchess and Nav and all these amazing comics that I just believe their platform should be a million times bigger, which is coming, you know what I mean? But it's just the talent wise. There's so many people that are selling out shows and doing things. And I'm like, they're not that funny. But honestly, it don't matter if I think you funny. If you selling tickets, the only people you gotta be funny to is the people in that room.
That's all.
Some people don't think Kevin Hart is funny, and that nigga selling out arenas, so he don't give a damn.
Man, he'll sell out Noah's Ark.
What?
Kev goes crazy.
Yes, I think he's funny personally, but
of course, yeah.
I'm just saying there's some people I don't think is funny, but I also
some people don't think Dave Chappelle's funny.
Some people don't think we're funny.
Yeah,
whatever. It's an opinion. But I'm just saying you ain't gotta make the world laugh. You just gotta make the seats, the people that buy tickets to your show.
Yes, I mean that's for any business. Like knowing your market.
Knowing your market. I mean,
like if you got T-shirts for sale for $50 and you have 100 people that buy those shirts every time you put them out,
that's all you need.
That's pretty good business. E40 does not care about selling records in New York. There's 2 million people in Oakland and Vallejo and in San Francisco that's going to buy his album.
He's like, I just need to take over California.
That's it.
Wow.
And if everybody else comes in with it. So that goes to your point of about doing that. But I started, it was kind of stumbled upon it. I played basketball in college, which got me to coming out to Atlanta to work for the Hawks.
Yeah.
Now, while I was working for the Hawks, I stayed with my college buddies. We had a crib on the east side. That's where I first stayed over here off Panola Road.
Ooh, all the girls they're gonna be commenting how cute you look. You look so cute today.
I'm throwing away all the rest of my outfits. I swear, because I've never got this many compliments from B on the outfit. I have nice clothes, B. You know what? I'm a FaceTime when I get in my closet. Like, look, boom. Also this. Okay. Killed him with that last week.
Comment below. Ain't he cute?
Yeah, no, Tyler. Comment. Yeah. Don't take that away. Yeah. But I'm working for the Hawks. That's what gets me out here. And I have my house. Okay, boom. So yeah, and we would throw parties.
Okay.
And like themed parties too. So like on Halloween, we had like a what would you call that? The Hollywood Halloween party. You had to dress up like a celebrity, and there'd be a lot of people at the house. I don't drink, so I would man the bar.
Still to this day.
Yeah, I still
don't drink. Okay.
Okay. And I would man the bar. So just to make sure that it stayed clean, people didn't mess our house up and people didn't drink all the liquor. But while I was up there, I'm making people laugh. XYZ. Remo, who you know, who's now on my podcast, More Than Culture. Y'all make sure y'all check it out,
please. Y'all, if y'all think this is funny, please go check out his podcast.
Please, man. Please. Yes, myself, Remo Rod, Ronnie Jordan, another one of the comedians you were speaking of, and Come On Secret. So Remo came to the party because he lived on the east side, and he was like, "Man, you funny, man. I think you're funny. I want you to audition for this improv troupe that I'm about to start.
Okay.
It's called Snack Pack Comedy." I was like, all right, cool. I had a real job still, so I left.
Did you want to do comedy though? Or
I never thought I could do comedy.
Okay.
When I would look at my favorite comedians, I would say, oh, I can't do that.
Okay.
Just naturally just think like, never knowing that they had to start from somewhere.
From scratch.
I'm just looking at the finished product like, boy, hell no. Hey, but no, an hour's talking? Me?
An hour?
No. An hour's worth of talking, sir? Oh, no, sir. Oh, no, sir.
Not I.
No, not me, sir. I'm going to go on out there and just plant my seed. But, so no, I never thought of that.
Idiot.
But people had always told me I was funny.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Naturally funny. So, did the audition, didn't make the first round. But I went to go to the show, and that's when I first seen Carlos Miller.
My God,
he was one of the comedians. He wasn't in the group, but he just was there. Like one of the comedians. He went on stage, and Clayton English.
They're both just phenomenal.
To this day,
you guys.
too. Still my favorite, and that was the first time I saw them on stage.
You were blown away,
man. I was like, whoa, who are these dudes I've never seen before in my life?
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
They're so funny. So fast forward. Some things changed in the group, and Remo ends up calling me to get in with the group. So I start doing stand up. Then there's a guy in the group, Southside Trio. Shout out to him, man. I owe him a lot. He was doing stand up. He was the only one in the group doing stand up. And one day he needed a ride to the show after we were doing like our improv show.
Okay.
So I go there, and there's a host. His name is Drew Thomas. And he sees me. As soon as he sees me, like, you do stand up? And I didn't say yes, but God did, I guess.
You just said yes.
Yes, because I've never done. Yeah. He was like, all right, bro, we're going to put, what's your name? I'm like, Tyler. He's like, I'm going to put you up first. I'm like, all right.
What?
I'm like, yeah, for sure. Dapped him up.
What? What did I just do?
Yeah.
I feel that feeling right now as you're telling the story.
You feel it. So
What?
Anybody that knows that's got on stage, or if you speak in class, you know the feeling that she's talking about. So your body is hot. And I'm like, okay, I don't have any jokes. I've never written a joke. I've done improv stuff, and we're mimicking a lot of stuff. We're kind of like in Living Color.
Yeah.
All that, it's kind of big and presenting. But I'm in a place called The Cave, and it's probably the same amount of people in here as it was in there. Maybe like 6-7 more people,
Okay.
all white. And but the place looks crazy.
Okay.
I've always been good at roasting ever since I was little.
See, that's a gift. I don't know how to roast.
Well, girls don't roast enough to be good at it. When you're little girls, y'all don't talk about each other enough.
We don't. We're like, you're so pretty.
Yeah. So if you find a girl that roasts, she probably grew up around a lot of dudes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's just like something that we do. So
like Jess is so good at it.
She grew up around a lot of dudes. You have to. She probably had to survive with that skill of roasting.
So she didn't get picked on.
You understand what I'm saying?
Jess is so good at roasting.
She's amazing.
She's amazing.
Yo, I'd be like, please stay away from me.
Go over there.
What she did to Meek Mill was worse than what Drake did to him.
What?
I was like, wait, how you can't say that about that man?
How? She's so good.
Yeah, but so I took my skill of roasting and just did that.
Just roasted the room. Roasted the environment.
Roasted the people. Roasted what was going on.
Wow.
I just roasted for about 5 minutes. And then I got off stage and was like, whoo, that felt good.
Were they laughing?
Oh, yeah.
Killing.
I was like, that's cocaine. It's over with. I need more of that. What time y'all going up tomorrow, man? Forget that improv group. I'm doing this. It was over with from there. So I just started writing and I was fortunate enough to have people just through my regular walks of life that had venues and stuff like that, or needed a comedy show host. So I was able to go and host shows and do about 30 to 40 minutes of time total, as opposed to the comedian that has to go and do 5 minutes at a time at different places.
Y'all, when was the last time you needed to go to the doctor, but you pushed it off? Maybe you say, oh, I'm too busy, or it'll heal on its own. I definitely be like, you know what? I'm good. I don't need help. That's me all day. We've all been there, but booking a doctor's appointment can be so draining, y'all. But thanks to ZocDoc, there's no reason to delay. They make it easy to find and book a doctor who's right for you. Stop using TikTok and Google to diagnose you. We've all been there scrolling and scrolling, assuming the internet knows what's going on. No, the internet be wrong, y'all. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment. We're talking about booking in-network appointments with more than 100,000 doctors across every specialty, from mental health to primary care to urgent care and more. You can filter for doctors who take your insurance, are located nearby, and are a good fit for any medical need you may have, and are highly rated by verified patients. Once you find the right doctor, you can see their actual appointment openings, choose a time slot that works for you, and click to instantly book a visit. Appointments made through ZocDoc also happen fast, typically within just 24 to 72 hours of booking. You can even score same-day appointments. If I needed something like this, ZocDoc is exactly what I'd use. Stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/LTTA to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/LTTA. ZocDoc.com/LTTA.
And that's why I commend you too, because you didn't really get the chance to do those 5 minutes at a time and build it up. You just was like in front of a lot of.
They were like, yeah, we need 40 minutes. I'm like, I started yesterday.
Yo, that is
I will never forget one of my first tours. It was the You're My Boyfriend tour. I think it was with Desi and Darren back in 2018 when we first started. I was supposed to do maybe 40 minutes. I got off stage, y'all, at 17 minutes. They looked at me like, bitch.
It probably felt like 170 minutes.
It felt like 2 days. But they looked at me like, that's not what's on your contract. Like, this show is supposed to be 90 minutes long. So I don't even remember if I just had a talk with my agent after or something happened. Maybe we went back up or we tried to prolong it. I don't know, but I messed up the show. They were looking like 15 minutes. Yeah. Like, you did 17 minutes. I was like, that's all I got.
Hey, y'all. That'll be me.
That's all I got.
Sometimes it's all you got.
That's all I had. But now I can do like 45 comfortably.
Oh, you wait, man. Listen, you came back from a hiatus from doing comedy, and I think that's where we went. We were in Hartford, Connecticut. He was like, I just don't know how much time I'm gonna do. I'm not drinking now. I've changed my life, gave it over to God, and I don't know how I'm gonna talk about that. And you went up there and did about 70 minutes. That
Tyler
first
was
show.
like,
that time you went too long.
Right.
Like, you have another show. You went from 17 to 170. So yeah, you have more than 40 minutes worth of material. And another part of being of comedy, so I'll probably tell you, is like with Dave Chappelle, when you're watching him, you're not like the whole way through. He's such an interesting human being that you're listening. And that is part of comedy too, being interesting. So you're interesting enough and funny enough to,
thank you,
obviously do what you got to do.
So what do you say, and even not in the comedic, Jesus Christ, Braylon, don't even cut that out, y'all. I am glitching.
Oh, please don't.
Not even in the comedic world, in just business in general, with people, whoever's listening, everybody might not be a comic, but whether it's their purpose, whether they're actor, singer, photographer, a doctor, a lawyer, wherever they're trying to get, I think you have been a prime example of, okay, we're gonna keep it real. Neither one of us, we're not selling out arenas, right? We're not going down here and selling 4,000 shows a city and being like, that's what we're trying to get, but we're not there yet. Even you're not, I have 50 million, 10 million people on social media. Right. But even with the cards you were dealt, you have still managed to do this full time, make a living, you have your podcast, you're on tour with major, amazing comedians. You've been on stage with legends, opening up for them. So I just want to take me through that journey of how, and inspire the people that are listening. Success does not always equate to all of these numbers and all of even though I can't sell out a arena, I can't sell out State Farm right now in headline. I've performed there, but I can't sell it out. I can't sell 30,000 tickets. I'm still successful in this lane. Talk to me about that, because I think people get misconstrued with what success looks like. Correct. You're literally working with T.I., a legend in the hip hop music industry, and he sees something in you that's like, you're lit. You're that nigga. You're funny. I want to be a part of what you got going on. So, it doesn't always have to be this number game. 100%. I feel like people lose that a lot. 100%.
And I think it all starts with being grateful.
Okay.
Being grateful for what you have keeps you from having anxiety about what you don't have.
Man.
You know what I mean? So like, I even tell people sometimes, take some time and just scroll back to in your photo album in your phone.
To where you were.
Man, and look at yourself. Boy, you weren't shit. Let me tell you something. So I think being grateful takes away that natural feeling of I'm not doing enough, I'm not getting enough. Why does this person have this? And I seen you talking about getting off social media. Listen, I have my phone set now. I'm not off of it now, but I'm trying to use it more to my advantage. So you have the timer.
Yep.
I set 30 minutes at the top of the morning when I wake up.
Yep.
And as soon as I get on any social media, I start the timer. And by the time I get up 30 minutes, I'm done.
I love
and
that.
Sometimes I have like 17 minutes left in the day. I don't even think I got like a minute, you know what I mean, into it today. So
right.
So but especially when social media first started, just looking at other people, you forget about how well you're doing,
how much progress you've made.
Man, I've bought a home with this job. I've had several apartments with this job. I've been able to help people around me. Bought cars, whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's something that I love to do. And a lot of people don't get to do that. I have friends that wake up and go to a job that they hate. Like you say on stage all the time.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of y'all don't, and you just really, really, it's really about being grateful. That's what determines your level of success.
Have you ever dealt with feelings of comparison? Like,
hell yeah.
I'm like, I know I'm good enough to, like, why is this not, like, even the social media aspect? I come from social media. You don't. You come from the comedy grind.
Right.
We come from two different worlds. And you respect the social media people, and I respect, it's a different grind.
It's so hard. I've seen it and I've tried it, and I have to respect. I've never been one of those comedians like, oh man, the social media comedians are taking over XYZ.
Yeah.
It's 3,000 comedy clubs in the country, and it's 8 social media comedians that's probably touring
Right.
It's not that many.
It's not that many.
So there's no
Right.
one blocking your spot. So it's up to you. But you know what I'm saying? I'm grateful that I still get to do shows. I do sell out some places you don't. It's just, just part of the game. And
same with me though.
Yeah.
I have, how many Instagram followers do you have?
I'm thinking about 104,000.
104,000, which is 104,000 people.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
That is crazy.
20,000 is nuts. Let's
Man,
just
what?
stop.
If you were ever around 104,000 people
you
at
would
once,
have anxiety. I would be like, get me out of here. So, which is phenomenal. I have 5.8 million and I'm still not selling out every show. And I say that publicly. I'd be like, all right, now, do y'all know I'm in Charlotte? Like,
Yeah.
can I sell out 1,000? We can, but the marketing, the promo, the posting,
Yes.
the algorithm, it's like, it's so much that goes into it. I'm not just throwing up a flyer and instantly sell out.
Correct.
So it's still a grind regardless of your following. It's still constant branding, constant marketing. McDonald's still got commercials.
Got to.
And they're $1 billion company. They still market and promote their brand.
Yes, you got to have car insurance, but Geico's still going to have a commercial. You have to buy
What?
car insurance.
You have
You have to. You
I
cannot
love
have
that.
a car
I'm
without
so
insurance.
Slow. I didn't even get that.
I'm
I was
just
like,
saying.
what?
They know
That's
you
a
have to
great
buy it, but they
point.
still
That's
put
a
out more
great
commercials than anyone.
Point.
You got
Look at
it.
you.
It is the
That's smart. I'm stealing that. I'm saying
you
that in my
got
next
it.
episode.
Yeah, she stole it right
Yeah,
on
you
here.
have to have car insurance, but guys, what?
But Geico still has commercials.
Somebody write that down.
She said what?
Come again?
Oh.
Yeah. So
But yeah, you do start feeling like, for myself, I've tried to get over this and stop doing this, but it's like, man, I always feel like I'm on the verge of something. Like I seen a lot of, I guess from the beginning, like I had a show on WeTV. It's called Gossip, and I felt like right when we was about to go on our way up, it got
it
canceled.
stops. Yeah.
With Wildin' Out, my second season on Wildin' Out, I did 18 episodes.
My God.
And I was like, okay, here it is. I've seen my friends that are on this show, and I've seen the trajectory after doing that and killing it. And then the next season, I got 5 episodes. You know what I mean? So it just
You feel like something always.
I always was feeling like that, but I had to go back and be grateful that I'm even in that position. I even met those people. So now those
Good
are the
enough,
people that
talented enough to be there.
those people are the ones that get me hired to write for the BET Awards
Come
and
on.
Soul Train Awards and the Hip Hop Awards and
Did you
social
write for
media
the BET
awards.
Awards this past one that I spoke? Did you write? Somebody wrote.
Well, I did the red carpet. They do the pre-show.
Got it.
I didn't do anything for the show. Since the strike, I haven't done anything with them. But yeah,
which is phenomenal.
Yeah,
writing
yeah,
for
so-
BET and yeah.
So it's just everything obviously really, really, really just happens for a reason.
Yeah.
You just got to find that reason and
it's perspective, like changing your perspective.
Yes.
I'm
yes.
gonna shift gears and go into your mom.
Oh yes.
And your
man.
life and just
Yes.
I just love your relationship with your mom. Y'all ladies, we always say this and we talk about this on previous episodes. When you looking for a man, how he treat his mom, how he treat his sisters, how does he treat other women? Y'all, when I'm telling you, Brandon Lewis, I'm gonna do an episode with him too. Tyler Chronicles, Caleb, Daryl, all these people these great men that I have around me and in work environments, I don't be touching a door. I don't grab a bag. I don't lift a finger. Even though they're my brothers, you're my brother, you still treat me with so much respect. You know what I mean? And I think that stems from your relationship with your mom too,
For sure.
and how you were raised. So take me through that and the journey she went on, because there was a point in time where she wasn't really okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it's myself and my older brother. He's about 9 years older than me, so he was out of the house early. So it was really just me and my mom. For a long time in Los Angeles, in a place with a rough environment to raise anyone, especially by yourself.
Now, where's your dad?
My dad, he passed away like in 2007, I think, something like that. But he wasn't there. Like,
So you didn't know him when he passed away? Did you have a relationship with him?
I talked to him a couple times on the phone.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. I went. He from LA, obviously, but his parents, who I knew, because my mom had sent me to stay with them for a little while she was like trying to get her house and stuff in order in Los Angeles. So I stayed in New York with them. So I knew them, but he wasn't around.
Okay.
But then fast forward to when I moved to Atlanta, my grandparents moved to Stone Mountain. For people that don't know, it's like 30, 40 minutes outside of Atlanta. So, and he ended up getting ALS.
My God.
Yeah, like Lou Gehrig's disease. And then he ended up moving back in with them.
Okay.
So when I saw him again, he was dying.
Wow.
Yeah.
How was that dynamic with you not being that close to him, but losing him at a younger age? Like, is that something you had to heal through, or you felt like I'm fine?
Man, as soon as he told me it wasn't hereditary, I was like, all right, bro, get on out here, man. Get on out your hair, man. Let you play cards or whatever you were doing. My mama said, tell you hello.
What's wrong? Why would you say that?
Listen.
You're like, that's all I was worried about. Do I have the gene?
Listen, bro. Listen,
I'm over here trying. I'm not asking him no more deep questions.
Listen, it's so.
I'm not.
It's so funny because listen, I spoke at his funeral.
Did you?
Crazy enough, I spoke at his funeral.
You was making jokes.
Yes, I was.
I know you was.
Yeah, come on, man. And it was cool because like his friends he grew up with, they came to me after the funeral and was like, you know what, man, his name's Curtis. He said Curtis used to always say he wanted to do stand up. He was so funny. He was our funniest friend. Wow. He said he always wanted to do stand up. So I felt like he would appreciate that.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Even though I didn't know him was like that. You know, my mom is funny as hell too, but you know what I mean? Obviously, to get a woman, it's good to be funny too. So I think like it all works out. Yeah. So he wasn't around. So it was just me and my mom. When I got back to LA, ended up, going to South Carolina, going to college, and she helped me through that. And her having 3 jobs and, rarely seeing her, but she's always keeping up with me. Don't miss a basketball game that I have. You know what I mean? So it's just her trying to raise me as the mother and the father.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And me realizing early, like, damn, that's hard.
Yeah.
What she is doing is hard.
Yeah.
Like with my friends that got both of their parents and they ain't really like talking about the same stuff I'm talking about or whatever. I'm like, damn, what she's doing is hard. So I've always respected what she did first and foremost. And then just the love that she just had for everybody that was around her. Even like my teammates would come over. Like I had 3 big African teammates. I'm not even playing. They was from Senegal. And one was 6'10", 6'6", and 6'7". They used to come over there and eat everything, man. Slept on the couch, tore the couches up. She didn't care. It was like, your friend's coming back over. I'm going to get you something to eat. So she, she's that mom. Always been there. And then she was diagnosed endometrial cancer. I think I'm saying right what she had. But she had a couple hysterectomies. And I'm saying that for a reason for later. So, they told her, they didn't really find anything too much. They did find a little something, but, you can never be too careful. She could just kind of go natural or, go through the chemo and the radiation. And we went back and forth with that with our whole family and praying about it and saying like, I was on the side of trying to go natural and figure it out. Sure. But then she just called one night and was like, I don't want to be thinking about this. You know what I mean? Every time I had to go to a checkup, did it come back? Did I not do the right thing? So went in, did the chemo, stayed working like a soldier, still was on call every day. Went through that, went through the radiation.
Because what year was this?
This was a little bit after COVID. So this was 21.
I remember being on the road with you having these conversations.
22. Yeah. Oh, well, I think it was like 22.
Or just asking about her. Yeah.
So once she went through the rounds of chemo and the radiation, I mean, surprisingly enough, not with hardly any kind of side effects from that. But when she was done, so the hysterectomies, I believe, through 2 or 3 hysterectomies she's had in the past few years caused a blood clot in one of her lungs. So then her lungs were failing. So she had to get on an oxygen tank. So now she's doing radiation and on oxygen.
Lord. And
she was having a problem with I can't think of the name of this thing. It's where you have a sensation in your feet from the chemotherapy and you can't really feel your feet. So then she started falling.
Okay.
Yeah, so we had to get her one. She had to get one of those life alert things. So now, making sure that
just it was a lot
over
of
there. It's just back to back, and man, she's such a soldier, man. How she just went through that, and she tells me everything, but it was just like I knew she was hurting, but she would not tell me that.
She wouldn't.
No, she would not tell me that. No, I ain't never seen my mom cry.
What? Even through all
one
of that?
time in my whole entire life.
Whoa!
I sat next to her at her brother's funeral and she didn't cry. Like we don't cry. We're not a crying family. Now we don't really, you know what I mean? Me and her talk a little, but we don't really. We're one of those families that kind of like we'll keep the conflict to ourselves.
Okay.
And it'll work itself out.
Okay.
Or it won't.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So like I'm real guarded like that, and I feel like I got that from her.
Did you cry when she was going through that process? And if you did you let her see it?
Nah, I didn't.
No. My God.
I be scared sometimes when stuff happens and I don't cry. Like people pass away and I don't cry. I be scared.
So how do you release the emotion of sadness or anger, or you just feel it?
That's a
talk
good
about
question.
it,
Yeah,
think
you feel
about
it. So it rattles around in my head. And I just started getting some calm. I'll talk about it in a minute. I just started getting calm in my head. You know how you doing stand up, you're saying something and something else is going on in your head.
100%.
That's how my head is all day.
Wow.
No matter what I'm doing, if I'm writing something, I'm thinking about what I have to do. If I'm putting together a Instagram reel or something like that, or if I'm watching TV, or if I'm reading a book, putting together a parody song in my head. Like everything is happening simultaneously all the time. So So I've had to like just kind of settle my universe in my head, and had to figure it out through meditation and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't forgot what was my mom. Yeah. But yeah, so long story short, with her, I just talked to her today. She had to go through. She's been going through physical therapy. She went through this pain management things. They got her in these leg sleeves like LeBron after the games with the compression. And, she's walking a lot better now. She had a rollator, or people don't know, it's like a walker. And, she doesn't really have to use it, but she uses it just to keep herself safe. And
now,
every
is she
time
cancer-free now?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Wow. Please. I skipped the major part. I'm so sorry.
Tell us the happy ending.
She's cancer-free. She just had another checkup. Yes. Just had another checkup and everything is gone. So, thank God for that. So it's just now just getting her to physically be able to do what she wants to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I love that. So shout out to her.
Yeah. Shout out to Miss Vicky.
Your son love you, girl. Yes. I'm never around Tyler and we don't mention you.
Oh, yeah. And like I said, she said to tell you hello.
Yes.
On our way over here. Yes.
All right. I'm going to get into this text conversation we had, and I'm going to let you tell me this story because I'm like, Tyler, you coming on my podcast, y'all. And of course, I everybody that wants to come on my pod, I don't let them on, even if we're close.
Of course.
Because it's not just this isn't just another YouTube vlog series, or it's so sensitive for me. Like you can probably even feel in the room. Like I take this so serious. It's just another, it's a different step of my journey. Yes. And even just because I know somebody doesn't mean they're aligned to be on my platform. Like even if they're a good person, a God-fearing person, it just has to fit. Yeah. It has to, and Tyler hit me a couple months ago. He's like, let me know when you ready. I'll come on. I'm like, I'll let you know. Da, da, da. And then I hit him recently. I'm like, I got a pod day coming up. I want you to come on. Like it just felt right for me to have you on here. I'm like, what you want to talk about? You want to talk about your mom? You want to talk about comedy? Like, we try to keep everything organic, but have some type of route we want to go in. Are you going through anything in life? Like, did something traumatic happen recently that you want to release or whatever? Are you in love? And by the way, he's single, y'all.
Yeah, what a nice
ladies,
outfit.
What a nice outfit. Yeah. And Tyler literally texts me. He goes, I've sent him a whole paragraph about options and this and that. I'm like, we can talk about this. He goes, wait till you hear this. God is hilarious.
Man.
So I just want you to tell me what that means. Because I didn't even respond in the text. I was all right, we're going to talk about it on the mic.
God used a woman to get me closer to him. Speaking of tip, I shot a movie.
Okay.
A feature film is going to be out in the movies called City of Situationships. So I'm on set. Second week is set, and we're way up in Carrollton in the mountains at this cabin. And man, I'm just sitting in between scenes, and the woman walks in, right? And God is like, look. And I look, I'm like, oh. Now I hear people say all the time, like, I saw my wife as soon as that happened. No. But I was like, oh, dang, that may be what they're talking about.
Whoa.
And she is gorgeous. Now,
I mean, when people say that, is it physical appearance? Is it aura? Is it energy? I think
it's a little bit of both.
It's everything.
The energy, because she looks like one of those women that would probably be stuck up and arrogant, or women would look at her and be like, oh, she thinks y'all that type of vibe. But all the women were attracted to her as well. They were magnets.
Like
oh, you're so pretty and da 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 da. Then she walks over to me. And everybody else puts a hand on my chest, was like, oh, this is my boyfriend. Out loud, in front of everybody.
In front of the world. I said, I do.
Now listen. I almost done. Now, it was kind of a joking manner, obviously,
sure.
because of what happens in the movie. She's not my girlfriend in the movie, but like we could just have an interaction or whatever. So that's kind of the thing. But so we go through, we're kicking it on the set. Like she'll come to my trailer and we would just be talking, up until it's time to go. People on set like, that girl really likes you. I'm like, I like her too. You know what I'm saying?
Right. She got a cute.
Yeah. I'm talking about she's like one of them. Like if you riding in the car together and a certain rapper come on, you got to turn the music down. Like, did you?
Right.
Y'all cool? You good? Can I listen to him?
Can I listen to him? Or
it's like one of them. So
wow.
Yeah. And so we're texting, calling each other, obviously on set all day, trying to find where each other's at and just
building a relationship.
Building that relationship, and that so we had 2 weeks left. We call each other in the morning, and make sure that we were getting the set on time because it's like an hour and some change away. And
I'm so nosy. I'm like, who is he?
And I'm I'm gonna get to it.
Okay. Ugh.
And
you're like, it's Janet Jackson. Like, what? Janet Jackson. You're like her aura. Yeah, Janet.
Control. Just got me. Now I'm all over. So, we get to the end of the movie. We get to the end of shooting the movie or whatever, and we're still talking.
Okay.
We wrap the movie, and probably 2 or 3 days later, there's an event, a restaurant opening. She comes and sees me there, and it's like, damn, man, I'm done.
I like this girl.
Yeah, it's probably over with for me.
What?
Then somebody in the city dies. A major figure in the city dies.
Okay.
A lot of people know.
Okay.
She's like, a friend of mine died. I'm probably gonna disappear for a minute because I don't know how I feel right now. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But like now, that heartbreak is like breaking my heart.
Aww.
I can't. I was mad at myself for getting to this point. And what I mean is, I'm already guarded, like I said before, and now I was like, damn, I done got vulnerable and messed up, and now I'm hurting. I cannot stop thinking about this woman. I mean, no matter what is going on, it got to the point where I had to go to God and be like, stop this.
Wow.
Please stop this, God, whatever you can do to stop this. And what happened was, I'm in the gym and I'm on the treadmill. And I was like, let me instead of music, let me listen to something motivational. So I go to Wallow. Shout out to Wallow. And he's doing some motivational stuff, and I'm listening to it. And when the video it flipped to something else. Mm-hmm. And there was a guy named Joe Dispenza.
Okay.
His video came on. White guy, probably Italian or something. And I don't know how he said what he said. He said, "Ladies and gentlemen, do you feel stuck right now?" I said, yes. This gentleman is so stuck, gang.
Hold on, Joe.
Hey, Joe, bro.
Oh my God. I'm laughing because it's so real.
It's real.
Like a video will literally pop up. Are you having validation issues? Yes.
Joe.
Yes.
Joe, my boy.
Do you feel stuck right now?
Man, so he starts talking and he gets into the power of the mind.
Man.
And I'm like, okay, that's what I need right now, the power of the mind. And he starts talking about meditation.
Come on.
And different mantras. So I'm writing this stuff. I get off the treadmill, I'm writing this stuff down. And then I start doing the meditation, doing the mantras every single morning. I always used to wake up, look at my goals board and, go through that. But now I'm really switching
up the routine, though.
I'm 30 minutes. 3 fingers, eyes
sitting,
closed,
relaxing
30 minutes of meditation. And it works for me because being a writer, I basically just write my future out in my head. I'm just going through, I'm talking about from waking up to brushing my teeth in my really, really nice bathroom to getting on a private jet and being able to smell the perfume.
Manifesting.
Type. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing that and it's starting to help. And I'm getting closer with God. And then she calls me. She calls me again. And she's like, yo, I'm so sorry. That was just a lot on me. And I could tell she was hurt about it because you can even hear in her voice. Her voice was hoarse. And I was like, dang, I feel bad. But, I'm here for you. You know what I mean? So then we back to it.
Yeah. She
starts feeling better. We go out a couple times. And when I like a woman, I be going. Like if you listen, if you post a story and you holding some wine, a bottle, a glass or something, and your nails don't look done, I'ma screenshot that.
Come on,
send you an Apple Pay. Like fix that. I don't like how
Y'all hear that, fellas?
Man, listen.
Catch up.
That's what I'm type I'm on. If you mentioned like she like Forever Roses, she just kind of mentioned it off the hip. 2 days later, that's at your door. It's easy work. Don't you give me your address.
Yeah.
I'm talking about all the way. Like she has daughters. She was working at this salon, and sometimes she's like, I'm just so tired. I'm like, hey, I'm sending her money. Just stop and get you and your daughter something on the way home, so you don't have to cook. Make sure y'all got something to eat. She's like, oh, you don't have to do that.
Make your life easier.
Yes, but it's it's going back. It's becoming more mutual.
Okay,
you know what I mean. We're talking, like I say, every day, and she's helping me open up. Helping me talk about different things that I haven't talked about with anyone.
Wow.
She's having certain issues with her family. There's a lot of women be having issues with their mom.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I had a whole episode on that, mother wounds.
Boom. Yeah. Okay. That's a great name for her. So going through that with her,
shout out to
another
Dr.
issue
Anita.
with her father and her sister. I mean, her daughter. So I'm just there trying to be there for everything through the ups and downs, and it's like. It gets to a point to where I tell my mom about her, and that's when that's when I'm done.
That's no, for sure. It's like we're
and
getting
she's
married.
on the phone with me. I'm in South Carolina with my mom, and we FaceTime, and she talks to my mom on FaceTime, and I'm like, all right, there it is. Like all the other hoes got to go. I CC every girl that I CC around town. It's over. That'll do it for me. Once you talk to my mom, it's over with.
For sure.
So not too far after that, I fortunate enough to be on another movie. It's an independent movie, shout out here, and I've just been helping with everything. They had me help rewrite the script, even with some of the casting. And like I said, she was in the movie before. I want to help her out, so I actually got somebody moved out of a role to get her into a role in the movie.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we go and we do the table read and all that, and say the table read is on a Tuesday and we're shooting on a Friday. She's like, on a Sunday. Sorry, table read is on a Sunday and we shooting on a Friday. Matter of fact, the table read was right before you saw me at the center stage joint.
Oh,
yes, I
recently.
came from that. Yes, I came from from that to there. Yes,
okay,
very. And so we had the table read, and she's like, the next day, she's like, yeah, I got to go to New York for this opportunity that I got, me and a couple homegirls, but I'm going to be back to shoot the movie, which will be on Friday or whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm the type of person, like, if a woman tells me that she's working, I really love that. So if you're going somewhere, I'm going to text you in the morning, just like, hey, have a great day at work or a great day working, but I'm not going to bother you throughout that day because I know how that is. So, but I'm not hearing nothing from her. Again, it's kind of like the same thing from the first time. I'm like, okay.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
I'm like, okay, dang, what's going on? So then the day before she's supposed to shoot, the producer hits me up like, yo, what's going on with your girl? I haven't heard back from her. I'm like, damn, I ain't heard from her either. I hope she's okay. So I hit her up. She's like, yo, I'm so sorry. She hit me back like a day later. Like, I'm so sorry. I got another opportunity in Los Angeles, and also another situation or whatever with film. I'm like, damn, okay, but just I don't even care about you not saying nothing. Just let me know you're okay. Like, I'm still on that. So get into it, and God just be showing you stuff even if you ain't looking for it. Some people be like, you investigating, but it just will come if he needs you to see it. And I start looking at the stories, and I'm like, oh, she's with a dude. And I see
you just knew
where she's at, and the final straw, she's in the car, and they got the stars on the ceiling. I'm like, okay, but I hear the dude. She let the dude's voice. He said something that if you're a fan of basketball like I am, you know exactly who he was as soon as he said it. I was like, oh damn. I would play. Hey, I had been playing gospel and all that up until that. Man, I put that Future in. Man, hold on, Future. Future married J. Blige for a black man. That's exactly. He's a monster. Is our not gonna cry.
Monster on these hoes. I'm a monster.
That's our not gonna cry. So I get myself back together, and I'm like, all right, cool, man. This is heartbreaking, and I'm mad again because I let it happen twice.
Wait, because she came back.
I got vulnerable twice. What am I doing?
No.
What am I doing?
No.
Now I got you. So just to get to it, because I know you want to know who it is, and you may or may not know. I know you said you ain't been on social media, so it's probably about a week or so past since I figured it out. But I'm like, damn, I can't really tell this story because this guy has a family, and I wouldn't want that You know what I mean? I would never want to.
For sure. That's none of my business.
That is
that
0%
part.
my business. 0%.
Oh my God.
But I'm coming back from visiting my mom, and I'm coming back to shoot another, LeVar Walker, another comedian. He's doing like this in the house comedy special. Had people in there. It's a dope situation. We sitting in a little green room, and he's like, "Oh man," and looking at his phone. And Nikki Maduris, the girl, I think she's from Love and Hip Hop.
She just had a baby?
Yes.
With G-Lo?
Man.
It was her?
It was, remember she posted, she was like, y'all telling me that Jello is cheating on me. I'm just finding out like y'all are. I was like, damn, baby girl, I knew this 2 weeks ago. It's the same girl I'm talking about. It's the same girl I'm talking about. Oh hand to God. Hand to God.
No.
God is hilarious.
No.
God was like, bruh, you treating me like a side chick. So I need to bring you closer. You know me.
Wow.
You know me, but you don't be talking about me. Don't nobody know you know me. And he's like, and you need to be more vulnerable. And you need to be more vulnerable.
And I'm going to show you this way.
And I'm going to show you this way. And the main thing that I believe that God was teaching me through this is, like, I forgave her immediately because he was saying, people don't do anything to you. Mm-hmm. They do things for themselves, and it affects you. Mm-hmm. And once I really like let that settle in, it's like, okay, I could look at everybody just like pieces on the chessboard.
And you take them for who they are because it has nothing to do with you.
It had nothing to do with who I am.
It was the girl that was.
Yes, ma'am.
You just said that on the mic. That's okay for us to say that?
Well, he said it.
Oh.
Like he's posting her now.
He already did it.
Yeah, she posted it, and then he started posting like.
So you're like, it's out there now.
Yeah. This ain't on me. I'm not snitching at all. I'm reporting now. At this point, it's reporting.
I'm reporting the news that's already been established.
Because I told you, like when it first happened, I was like, damn, I'm gonna have to take this to the grave.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
I'm never gonna say nothing about that.
Yeah, never. But yeah, now they're like an official.
They're a whole thing.
Yeah. So
and he done left his family.
That baby that baby hair still wet. That's how new that baby is. The baby.
That baby still got the umbilical cord. They didn't even cut the umbilical. You already at the next girl.
Whoo, child. That's funny as hell. But yeah, so that's why I say God is hilarious.
So it's his now girlfriend.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm sure they used to, they've
for sure
known each
other
before.
Yeah.
Because let me take it back to the table read. His name is Jello Ball. So me and her sitting next to each other at the table read, but she's texting me because obviously we can't talk because other people are talking.
Right.
And we texting back and forth. And I see her texting, but nothing's coming through my phone. My phone been acting up. So I'm like, damn. And I looked to see it, but I saw it wasn't, she was texting somebody else. And it said like, yeah, I didn't want to say what it said, but it kind of had his name on there.
What it
like
say?
Some X's.
What it say?
You know how when y'all put emojis by a dude name when y'all want to stop
For
talking
sure.
to him and stuff? It had that.
Don't
She was like
answer.
light-skinned nigga ball.
Light-skinned nigga ain't never gonna answer. Don't call me. Bye-bye.
That shit be long.
What?
Contact name be long.
God is gonna deliver. You got to put all that to remind you not to answer.
Yes. So that's what helped me kind of like even start putting that together to know who it was before it was.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah. So that was but yes, I'm so the meditation and
because it got you to that point of seeking meditation, clearing your mind, getting your morning and daily routine,
my relationship with God,
relationship.
Tighter. I've always had one, but now it's like
you feel like it's rooted in, like locked in.
We locked in because like I could hear him telling me stuff. Now.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I said before, my mind was doing two things at once, like how I'm on stage.
Chaos.
It still happens on stage, but now he got it settled.
And I know what you're talking about on stage. That happens on stage, but that don't happen to me like outside of stage.
Man, that's been my life. I'm telling you, it's hard for me to do one thing and not be thinking of something simultaneously. Yeah, I ain't talking about your ADHD fly off. I'm talking about as soon as I start reading, I start thinking about something else.
Both.
As soon as I start watching a movie, I start thinking about investing in something like this. It always starts at the same time. Yeah, but I've obviously been able to cope with it and make it work, but now just God has helped me settle that thing.
Settled, more peace, internal peace in that mind.
More peace.
So,
and I guess heartbreak was the way it had to happen.
It's always mine was literally, heartbreak, but mine was a friendship breakup. But that had hit me rock bottom, hit me on my ass, and it made me seek God and not religion, but relationship in a way I had never did before. Because I was like, I I know, and I'm gonna say this, I am such a good person.
Yes,
Like, I have a heart of gold. I believe that I am a great person. I'm not a perfect person, but I try to be a good person.
Yes.
And I can't carry all that. I don't want to feel anxiety. I don't want to feel mad. I don't want to feel unforgiveness. I don't want to, people can just carry that jealousy and that. I'm not okay feeling those emotions. So it forced me, like you said, you went to God, like, you got to take this away.
Please.
Take this away. So it forced me to go to him, to let him clean me up and work on me and work on everything he was trying to show me. And a heartbreak did that.
Heartbreak, man. I guess that's the best way to get our attention on this earth. It's either a heartbreak or maybe like for some people, it might be like a material or a financial situation.
Whatever's going to hit you hardest.
Whatever's going to hit you the hardest, that's what he's going to do. He's going to try it a couple times and it's up on you to answer the door.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I was like, God is hilarious, man.
God is hilarious.
I was like, I'll never get to tell this story. This is going to really hurt. God is such a good story. This is the last time I'm telling it.
Right.
At first and last.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. But I just, I had to put that. And hopefully that's for somebody out there to look at your situation, especially if it ends up being bad or you go through heartbreak, to know that that's why it's happening.
That's why.
That's 100%.
For a purpose and a lesson, not just to hurt you and harm you, but for you to take it, like you said, and have lessons. What did you learn from this? Get better.
Yeah, because you wasn't listening. When you look back, you wasn't listening.
You knew.
You wasn't listening.
There was little red flag. There was oh my God, you weren't listening.
You weren't listening.
You seen the signs. You try to ignore it. You try to whatever. Yep. And then it hit you.
But yeah, that's my
Thanks
story.
for sharing that.
No doubt.
Yeah, he texted me. I was like, what is this story? I didn't even know what it was about.
Ain't that crazy though?
That's crazy.
Man, when I see, because it's crazy too, because I'm driving home from my mom's house and I'm getting comments on the pictures, because obviously me and her been going back and forth on comments on pictures and stuff. And it was like, oh, this is the type of woman you like, and I ain't know what they were talking about. I was like, hold on, no. Why y'all going? It's not me. It's not me.
No.
Yeah, man. That jump was just crazy. That was so crazy.
That's wild. Now I'm about to go, I have to go look.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, if you ain't been on social media, you might not have known. But yeah, she put it out like, I see what's going on. And he put it out like, yeah, I don't care. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's a lot.
Well, thanks for sharing that on Let's Try This Again.
Yeah, let's try this again.
And you can try again.
Oh, yeah, you got to.
And are you going to, don't close off and not be vulnerable again and give other.
Yeah, that hit, didn't it? That hit, didn't it? That's what y'all be doing. I am a male.
I don't do that. You think I do that?
Well, I don't know personally if you have or haven't done that. I just know. And you know what I don't like when people say women do this or men do this.
You're right.
No one knows everyone.
You're right.
So I'm just talking about in my experiences, women will, even the one I was talking to, we were kind of taking it slow because she had just got a relationship and she was on her all N words ain't S. So it was like, you know what I mean? So women get to that more, like they'll say all men are horrible after their
I don't believe
relationships.
That. I don't. Right. I don't. I keep my heart open to love. I'm like, if my husband is door number 30 and I get my heart broken at door number 3, I'm gonna just keep knocking until I get to 30.
Now think about 4 of your friends.
But you know what? I would say the environment I'm in now, friends think like that.
Okay,
in my early 20s, it was that mindset. But the people I'm around now, we've grown into, one of my friends, she's like, baby, all men are. I'm like, but I don't believe that. But you know what's even crazy? I had a conversation with an elder in my family recently, and she was like, well, they're all gonna. I'm like, you believe that? I thought you were my little angel.
Now you just got old enough to hear the truth.
Yeah, I'm like, I still don't believe that though. Because like you said,
everybody has their person.
Yeah, I mean, there's a high percent of people that do certain things, but it's not about men. It's about character and morals and values at the end of the day, what you believe in. So I'm not gonna go there.
But to answer your question, I'm not.
Your heart is open.
I think I'm just gonna go back to how I was, because I never really thought that, thought about marriage or thought about, what I mean. I would think about fatherhood more so than marriage, which is kind of. But
weird. How are you now?
Oh yeah, no. So I'm saying for now, I'm probably back to that. With her and I,
What about your relationship with God and everything?
Yeah, that's
and
good.
He wants you to have a wife.
Yeah.
Oh, you do want a wife?
No, I'm saying I don't know again.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Why?
Back to wifey.
Man.
Don't let her see. She done ruined it. See?
No.
See?
I'm just saying
See?
that's how I was before I met her. Is what I'm saying. So I'm just gonna get back to my normal self, and then if that happens again, I'll be open to it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But it's not like I'm like now. I'm like it's not. I'm trying. Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
I'm sorry. Now I do. It's
You're
not
confusing
like,
me.
So I'm so sorry. I'm just trying to say like I'm not out looking for my wife now.
Got it.
I'm not Hakeem.
But,
You know what I mean?
but were you before?
No,
it just happened.
So that's why I'm saying I'm back to where
Got
I
it.
am.
You're
So
back
now
to
that
where
if it
you are.
was to happen,
If it
I'm going
comes,
to be
it
open
comes.
to it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go into it with a different mindset because I also feel like God is like, man, you went really hard for her. If you went that hard for yourself,
And me. Wow. If you went that hard for yourself, we would be selling out the State Farm.
send yourself some Forever Roses, nigga. You like roses. Yeah.
That is so true. I did the
Yes.
dumbest thing for this guy like a year and a half ago. And my friend, I told her what I was doing and she supported it. My friends always support my stupid stuff. I was driving down to give him his gifts and she called me. She said, this is it. After this, don't do no more of this dumb shit. Excuse my language. She was like, this is it. Like, he is not reciprocating this energy and you're trying to show him your worth through being there and all of these things. And he does not see you. But
I don't wish that on nobody, B.
it's the worst. I know. But that's why you need friends like that. Because, baby, after that conversation with my friend, that was literally it. She's like, I'm going to let you give this to him because you
Yeah,
already
you're
bought
already on the
it. You're already on the way. You done took a road trip.
Yeah.
She said, I'm gonna let you get through this, whatever. I believe he's a good person. I believe he does love you, but not to the capacity you need to be loved because he doesn't love himself enough. So he can't love you.
Is your friend a therapist?
No.
Okay. Just
Just
experience.
God-fearing.
Got you.
Pretty B.
Oh, okay.
She's a pastor.
Young discernment.
Yeah, young discernment.
That's her mixtape. Yeah.
It was Pretty B.
Okay, got you.
And but that conversation opened up my eye. Like, I needed to hear it because ain't no telling how long I would have let that situationship go on. Just being okay with the bare minimum and the excitement I feel when I'm with this person, but it's out of sight, out of mind. I'm not getting anything reciprocated. I'm not, and I've always been like that in relationships, like showing, like I can be just, you're enough. I don't have to do all of these
Emptying your
things
cup.
and prove emptying my cup. Just giving and taking. I love that quote. It's a meme I seen on Instagram. It's like givers have to have boundaries because takers don't have any. They don't have any. So after that conversation with Vina, it really opened up my eyes. Like, this is the last time I'm doing this. And I will be single and be okay in my solitude, working on myself, working on my relationship with God, knowing that I do want my person, but it has to be reciprocated and it has to be with the right person.
That's where I am.
So we're open to
Yes.
doing the same things with the right person.
Right. Come on. But let me tell you something. I have my
Don't
hand
say
on
nothing.
my pistol. I am guarded. That's the type of guard I'm on. That's how I ain't regular security guard. No, I'm right here. What? Who you here to see?
No,
Tyler? Okay.
For sure.
Yeah. How's your relationship with God?
Do you believe in Jesus?
Yeah. What's going on? Back up. 2 steps.
I know that's right.
Yeah, so it's just that's where I'm at.
Guarding your
we're in
heart.
the same place, yes.
Guarding
And that's
your
what I say.
heart.
I seen you, go through the heartache and the breakup and even that part. So it's just everything. I take stuff from everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you just kind of look back and see how people deal with stuff, and you just kind of make it your own.
You're like, I can do this.
I can. I got to.
I have no choice.
Man.
I have to do it.
Heartbreaker. When I put that Future on, man, I tell you, I had it
Okay,
on
turn back
38.
on the Kirk.
Oh, listen, David Michael Wyatt. That's who I was listening to. Now, do you know Toby and Wigway, the rapper?
Love him.
Dope. He's obviously he's got
Toby. We just went to see him in London. Missed his whole
word,
show.
dope.
Yeah.
He's got his background singers.
Milk Dud.
He has
Oh, I love him.
he has a 6-song album called Reprise, and when I tell you that helped me get through
What?
this thing, man, it's inspirational and really uplifting. You could barely tell that he's talking about God, but it's just.
I love
just
songs like that. It could be a
it's-
love song,
yeah.
but it's like a love song to God.
So yes, I suggest that's a good run. I've been listening to that and a little bit of Future.
And a little bit of sex.
Yeah, riff a little before the game. You know what I mean? A little.
Okay, now.
Nah.
We gotta get you. Get you back on. All right. Thank you, T, for coming.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing that story.
Oh man.
Yeah, I've been off the blogs for a minute. I follow Shade Room, but I muted them. I'm about to go look at this stuff.
Oh yeah, nah, you'll go into a
rabbit hole,
a wormhole. Yeah, like on Twitter, because she was doing response videos to all the people that was talking bad about her.
Oh my God.
You'll see it. It was, man, I was just like,
I love how vulnerable you're being on the mic. Look at you.
Yeah, right. It's gonna.
You say yeah, right? No,
because I would never in my life talk about some stuff like that.
This.
I would never.
You're like,
God is like, try
got
it
my
out.
heart broke.
Yeah, try it out. I say
love
try it out, man.
T.
Try it out, because now it's like you taking your mask off.
And you're taking your power back. Like, y'all can't use nothing against me. I already said it about myself.
Come on.
Yeah,
Eminem.
my heart was broken.
Come on.
Yeah, I was betrayed. Yeah, I was dumb. Yeah, whatever it was. Yeah, I lost. Yeah, I took an L. Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up in a trailer.
Okay, no.
That's what Eminem said. That's how he kept people from battle rapping against him, by saying all the bad things first about himself.
Okay, he
So now
said
you
that?
can't. Yeah. You ain't seen 8 Mile?
No.
Good. That's what I'm talking about. Black History Month still. Ain't seen no damn 8 Mile.
No damn 8. Now I'm watching Malcolm X. I am watching Malcolm X.
But that was the premise. So yes, same thing. You tell about yourself before they
can use it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. I love that. Thank
Yes,
you.
love
Is there
you.
anything you want to drop? Any last motivational words? We do this every episode. We always get. No, I'm just kidding. No, we don't.
But you can.
All right. I'm not. Not every episode. Just this episode. Give them the most. You look in your camera. Don't even look at me. You give them those motivational words.
Okay.
Whatever God has put on your heart. Since you know Him so well now, tell Him what He's telling us.
Well, how about
tell
this?
us what He telling. Tell us what He telling you to tell us.
How about let me just do this? If everybody that's watching, close your eyes. Let me use yours as well.
You gonna pray?
Father, we come to you first of all saying thank you.
Yes, Jesus.
Thank you for everything that you have us do and that we have done. Thank you for showing us that being grateful leads to more abundance. Thank you for just allowing me to be around a wonderful, warming spirit like b.simone. Only you know what she goes through all the time. She always keeps a cheerful and happy face. But we pray right now, Lord, that you continue to help her on her journey, as we know that it is very, very difficult for each and every one of us. But we thank you every day for giving us another chance. Lord, we pray that you continue to bless us with opportunities, bless us with healing, bless us with your mercy and your grace. And we also pray that, most importantly, that whoever watched this podcast or this show, today, that they've pulled something from this, or they got closer to you, or they figured something out that they've been toiling with, Lord. And we just pray that we continue to be great, continue to be graceful and grateful. And Lord, we also pray that, and thank you that we could get another chance to try this again. Amen. That's all I got.
Oh my God. Do y'all think this is my husband?
I love you, man.
No, I love you. This is my brother. Now we can connect, brother in Christ. Our relationships with God have grown tremendously since we've known each other the past 4 years. And I'm going to just leave it at that. That is the outro. Thank you, Tyler Chronicles, for coming on my show. Thank you for praying over my community and us. All right, you guys. We'll see you next week.
LTTAers.
LTTAers. Throw your hand in the air. Bye, you guys.